Thank you. Have a good one, all right?
Thank you, brother.
All right, back to the start of the second quarter. Jake Crowder, top of the key. Crowder off the mark. He was in the starting lineup until the last two starts. Played last year with the Miami Heat, a big part of their successful run all the way to the NBA Finals.
And it wouldn't be a shock to me to see him back. It wouldn't be a shock to me to see him back in the starting lineup at some point. The luxury of having a veteran that can play either role is really a benefit for Monty Williams and this Phoenix Suns team.
Inside to Ayton. On cue, Crowder with the mid-range jump shot, a little bit strong, and rebounded by Cousins. Sterling Brown. Side pocket three, no good, and back comes Chris Paul. Chris Paul has been kind of silent here offensively, Mark, in the first half. Hasn't seemed to look for his a lot as he probably hears me knock down that elbow jump shot.
And he's so smart, it could be a conscious effort, understanding that we're only going to go as far as Devin Booker takes us. You got to find a way to get him to put his foot on the gas pedal.
What do you make of what Cousins gives Houston at both ends of the floor this year, as Chris Paul hits another jumper?
He's had a lot of off-time, major injury. It's about getting back in sync on the floor and getting experience on the court. He's still not 100%. There's no question about his talent. Can post, can stretch the defense from the three-point line. Also an outstanding passer and playmaker. It's about getting time on the floor and getting healthy and whole.
I remember he's a guy who's a four-time All-Star. Chris Paul careens around the screen.
Back to the action. Houston down by 7. Eric Gordon goes cross court. Here's Cousins posting up.
I got to compliment you, my friend. Not everybody can play hurt.
Hey, you know, sometimes you just got to make do with what you have, Mark Jackson. You know how it is.
Job well done, my friend.
Appreciate that. Chris Paul, baseline. Whistle. Ball goes through the bucket here for the Houston Rockets, undrafted out of Arkansas. Ayton coming right down Main Street, and a sweet-looking finger roll by the big man.
You give DeMarcus Cousins credit for his IQ defensively and makes a mistake, gambling, allowing Ayton to catch and to finish.
Tough pass, never made it through to Tate.
Gamble on the perimeter, that's poor defense, and that gamble forces your defense and puts him in a bad position. Ayton puts his head down, makes a play at the rim.
Ayton maybe coming off his best game a couple of nights ago, had 18 points and 16 rebounds in that loss. And that bucket good. That was Mason Slater from his Chinese team, and then finally had a game against San Antonio last year as a member of the Pistons. Had a 28-point night, and in the wake of that game, Greg Popovich walked up to him and said, "You know what, son, you have really improved. Keep working at it." He said, "I didn't even know that Popovich knew who I was, and that really was a motivating factor." He says, Mark Jackson, he wants to be an all-star here in Houston.
He has the ability. You know, this game is perfectly suited for a big man that's skilled and can shoot the long ball. He has the entire package on the offensive end. He's only going to get better.
Great hustle by the Rockets. Nwaba stretching out for the layup. Self a bona fide professional. That jumper good on a sweet step back. And Houston has cut the lead.
1 through 5. Didn't get enough credit.
Yeah. Christian Wood with the miss. Bridges with the rebound quickly out to Jay Crowder. His dad Corey played in the NBA with the Utah Jazz and overseas in Europe as Cameron Payne knocks down the jump shot. And Phoenix's lead swelling to 10. With under 4.5 to go in the first half, Oladipo bottled up. They turn him over on the run. Crowder from Booker. And the punch, timeout, Steven silent.
You're Monty Williams, you got to be excited because your team is getting it done defensively, pushing the basketball, making plays, and unselfish. A-team getting it done. 3-ball by Payne. My bad, and move on.
12-point lead for the Suns. Kaminsky at the top of the key, over to Payne. Payne dumps it off to Bridges, counted and one. Mikal Bridges out of Villanova, great cut and a fantastic dime.
And the way he's playing, he's going to be in the discussion for most improved player. He has come back for a team that doesn't run sets for him. They don't look to get him the basketball in half-court sets. He's making an impact defensively and offensively just by being on the floor. Those are effective, efficient numbers that he's had thus far from Monty Williams and the Suns.
Mark had 17 points in their game against Memphis on Monday. The Rockets. Houston with some work to do here. Down by 15. They repost it to Tate, working against Booker. And Tate loses the handle out of bounds. Phoenix running off the turnover. Nice look inside. Kaminsky with the room service slam. And the lead is up to 17. And Booker hobbling back down the other way.
Who's not hobbling, and that's the Phoenix Suns. If you're the Houston Rockets, you got to find a way to get your game back. They're being thoroughly outplayed right now.
Off the kick out, Tate going to be attended to by the head athletic trainer, Keith Jones, longtime member of the Houston Rockets staff, one of the best in the business. Oladipo coming back the other way, in and out dribble. A lot of contact, no call. Play on. Oladipo with the bucket. Here's Kaminsky. Nice little ball fake by Cameron Payne. Phoenix leading by 16. Booker, a little side pick and roll. Tucker moving his feet against Booker. Well defended, and they get the turnover from Booker. Oladipo in transition, got the lefty layup. Just his fourth field goal of the first half.
Good job defensively, and then finishing in transition.
Oladipo with 8 points, a lot of contact underneath. Tucker hit the court, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Phoenix.
Not the way to close out the half. You had him on the ropes, you turned the basketball over, carelessness, and now offensive foul. Got to do a better job of making the Houston Rockets beat you instead of assisting them.
Oladipo off the screen, the three ball on the way, got it!
You give a team life. You give a team life.
Before the shutdown in March.
Think about how far we've come as far as, medically concerned, and the positions on these basketball teams and the team that you assemble. A lot of guys career-threatening injuries that in the past could be done. We've seen guys come back and be just as good, if not better, than they ever were.
A great point, Mark. And Oladipo continuing to author a great comeback story. Had that same ruptured patellar tendon as Tony Parker did, and Oladipo up court. Shot clock is off. Bridges trying to stick him. Good screen by Cousins. Gordon launching the three. Got it! With 1.8 to go in the first half. Perhaps a little momentum going into the third.